that one's friends' children's age is crazy because you see them at a distance. Right. Not your kids so much because I see them enough because we all see each other too much. But our friends who you don't see often, yeah, a couple times a year, you might see once a year or sometimes bi-yearly, and you're like, yo, I just saw you a few years ago. How old's your son? You know, last time I saw a friend, Mr. Morgan, and he was with his kid, who's like an 18-year-old producer.
Oh, no, he's outside, bro.
I was like, wait, I see him at a Nets game every couple of years. You were like 8. You were like 10. Okay, you were like 12. But the next time I see him, he's got some girlfriend and he's a producer and he's a teenager. I was like, all right, I'm not going outside.
Exactly. Hanging it up.
This is too much.
Right now, the topic is Drake using AI. He brought Tupac onto a record to talk about Kendrick and Snoop. Rosenberg, your tweet said what about this exactly?
The exact verbiage was something like, I didn't go that hard correctly about the AI. I actually did originally, I took it out because I was like, yeah. I said, and I well, two. I wrote one that was a repost of the freestyle, and I said, who was the person who said, yeah, man, definitely use AI to that person is not real friend. And then prior to that, the thing that got me really so much was I've not been fully invested in this rap more than I have been in the past, but the last 48 hours have been bad for Drake. Begging Kendrick to jump in is not the way. Remember this moment, when the response comes, it's gonna be what you've asked for.
Yeah. Which definitely sounds like you have an inside track.
And I don't.
It definitely sounds like you know something. This track wasn't working.
I know nothing. I just know that to me it's like, you know, if you go into a boxing match, you know what kind of fighter you're dealing with. And there'll be certain fighters that you say, hey, here's what you don't want to do with Mike Tyson, prime Mike Tyson. You're not gonna want to get in there and just scrap. Oh, you're taller than Mike? You're gonna want to use that jab and stay away. You're gonna poke him from a distance. You're not gonna want to get in there and throw haymakers.
Unlike boxing, there's not a clear, measurable moment, I think, on the horizon. My opinion is we are unable to reach a consensus in what this battle will be because of moments like this, where Drake has put out a song, then AI versions, fake versions of Kendrick's songs have been released, and then Drake decides, you know what, I'm gonna take this AI thing since everybody's into it, and I'm gonna go ahead and put Pop and Snoop on a record with myself. You have it there, you run it. first, essentially was what your tweet was about, begging him to come outside is valid. It should be noted too, you can hear Pac ain't never rhymed with that flow, never.
Well, no, they all sound like Drake.
It's all Drake's flow, but in different voices.
You're right. That part actually makes it a little better, I think, is that at least it's almost obviously Drake. Like the whole way he rhymes is like Drake.
So the question for the audience, 800-223-9797, is do you like how Drake is using this AI in this moment in hip hop, in this rap battle?
You don't want to go full old question and say, were you offended? Because by the way, people were. I was offended.
Well, that's true. That I'm sure that could be in there. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Hot Rod Rick, friend of the show, Patterson, New Jersey's own. How you feeling, Drake? Drake is your guy, man. How you feeling about this?
Yo, bro, you know he is, bro. He's a legend, bro. I really don't like it too much. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. It really wasn't it for me. But at this point, he's so great he could do that. If Kendrick ain't saying nothing about it, why not play around? Don't think. Right or wrong?
I mean, I think that's Drake's perspective. I think that's Drake's perspective.
Everybody talk about how he's not a lyricist. He's not this. Yes, he is. That's why everybody come after him. They just mad because he can do multiple things and they can't. That's what he is, though.
I think what you're saying is valid. I don't think anybody I've never seen anybody say Drake's not a lyricist. I've never.
Well, no, they say that.
Why do you think they got a 20v1 against them? You feel me? Like, come on,
I think
bro.
the 20v1 is. I think the 20 verse 1, as people are framing this, has more to do with Drake's I guess level he's on, as well as bridges he's burned or people felt like he's burned. Right? I think that has a lot to do with it. But yeah, I've never seen that Drake's not a lyricist. I have seen Drake ain't on the lyrical level of Kendrick.
Yo, yeah. And yo, bro, like you said, classic. Yo, take me and nothing was the same. Those are classics, bro.
Those are great albums. And Drake's in the measurement of Drake, I think his fan base, like you, Hot Rock Rick, they like those two projects. Thanks for your call, man.
So non-stop.
We hear it in your voice.
Can I say something to Haney?
No.
Can I say something to Haney real quick?
Oh, okay. What would you like to say?
Yo, Haney, get up! Get
No,
up!
boy.
Get up!
Thanks, Ray. So the question is, do you like this Drake AI Pocket Snoop? Were you offended by it? Let's go to Zach on the line. Zach, how you feel about this Drake and how he's handling this rap battle using AI?
Yo, son, come on, man. What are we doing out here, yo?
Right.
We supposed to, you are a professional, son. If you can't call Uncle Snoop and get him on the track, then you can't release the track. And yo, come on, God bless the dead. Let that man sleep, son. Come on.
What do you say to the people who say, but it's a new time, step out of the way, technology's here?
Yo, son, stop it. Cut it out. You can do it something different. Yo, make a whole new persona if you're going to use technology. Don't take somebody else's who's dead. You know what I'm saying? Come on, disrespectful. That's like spitting on somebody's brain. That's like me putting words in y'all mouth like, yo, Ebro Rosenberg is the same way y'all get mad when y'all be fighting stuff and they be coming up with you said this and it's like, but that's not what I said.
Right.
So, yo, come on, man. Come on, yo. Be original, son. That's why we don't believe you. You can't be the greatest if your pen is in question. Your pen is in question, Daddy. Come on, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, son. We know you don't write.
Well, he does. Listen, I've never. Thanks for your phone call.
Everything. You don't write everything.
He doesn't. There are things he did not write. Yes, but I believe, based on the credits I've read, that when Drake does, especially his timestamp raps, when he's at 3 a.m. and wherever the hell he's at,
Yeah, 5 a.m. in this one.
9 p.m. in the this and that, he's writing those.
I feel like
So it's not that he's incapable. I think that
It's written 90% of
Yes.
stuff, I believe.
Yeah.
yes, based on the credits, like you can read it. Let's go to Alan on the line. Alan, we talking AI. Drake put out this record going at Kendrick using Pac's voice and Snoop's voice and his own. It's clearly his flow, but it's AI. People are offended by the Pac thing. How you feel?
What's going on? Good morning, everybody. I'm not offended at all, man. Like, I think it's strategic. You know, Drake has always been a layers guy, so it's like he's clowning Kendrick on a West Coast beat, using his idols basically talk to him, basically saying like, why haven't you dropped yet? So I feel like it's strategic. You know, it's a taunt after the right hook, let's say, right? And did anybody get offended when 50 Cent used Tupac vocals on that Realest track back in the day when he was beefing with Ja Rule? Come on, like it's a tactic. This is war. Anything goes. I think people taking it.
I think that Realest Killers was actually made by a DJ. I don't know if Who Kid made it.
Well, 50 put it out.
50 did release it, but had to get clearance though. It wasn't AI.
At that point, Tupac was already dead and gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna use that argument now, they could have used it back then.
It is different. It is different because you're making up his words. No, he used his vocals. He used his real words.
That's what I'm saying. He used his real vocals. This is
You're using his voice to say words you want him to say.
Right.
That is different. You got it. You don't have to dislike it, but you have to admit it's different.
Let's go to Bonds on the line. Bonds, we're talking Drake and AI and Tupac. How you feel?
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, it's war, man. Like the dude said before, it's war, man. You can hear that anything goes in war, man. It's creative. You know what I mean? So you gotta use what you got. And Ebro, Michael Jackson was not an R&B artist, man.
What was it?
King of Pop.
What was off the wall? What was off the wall?
Listen, I'm not doing
But also I don't like that idea either. It's war, so now there's no points can be taken away for doing things that are invalid. You can cross no line because it's war. First of all, these are a bunch of rich dudes making music. It's not even close to war. In fact, we're living in wartime. You shouldn't even say it's rich people having fun. Shut up. That's what it is.
It's musical war.
I know, I hear you, but bro, you can't say that no rules are there because it's war. But it's really not. They're making records. There should be rules. You shouldn't be able to either I mean, in my opinion, create vocals for a dead artist who's one of the greatest of all time. I guess you can do it, but at least with me, because this quote unquote war is being judged by the fans, this fan thought it was corny. And I don't think I was the only one.
Well, I liked it, so I need to make sure it's said. I liked the creative effort. And I liked the actual antagonizing of your opponent that Drake did. I'm triggered by,
What is this guy doing?
and this is
Slowing
what,
down,
and maybe I'm the
going
only
in
one that's
somewhere,
here,
or
haven't seen it.
that's what I thought too, but
As
he's
someone who,
all over the place. Yep, he's swerving.
experienced the loss of Tupac,
Yeah, he
which was
doesn't
around rap beef spilling into the streets, and in the streets,
Going too slow to lose control of your
basically
vehicle,
coming back
buddy.
and taking somebody like Tupac out. Using Pac's voice now triggers me. So that's the part where I was like, I don't like this, and I feel like it's a bad taste. And that's for me.
Texting while driving.
Hey, Jeff, that's it.
Yeah. And what you think people get killed?
But to antagonize your opponent using their idols and using technology to do so.
Why you think the insurance is so high for people like that?
I didn't love Ross's white boy, look at your nose. That didn't hit with me. So like,
I'm thinking he's
not
going
everything everyone does gonna hit.
To the dealership. No, he's texting, swerving. This guy's impatient too. He can't even wait for people to get through. But it is what it is. Instead of waiting, nobody behind me, but you want to do all this extra shit.
But that takes us back to Hit 'em Up, which at the time when Hit 'em Up dropped, and I remember when Hit 'em Up dropped, there were people that were liking what Tupac had to say.
I've never played the song by choice to this day. Never will. So I mean, listen, I'm a square. I get it. For me, yeah, that was a bridge too far.
Let's go to KK on the line. KK, you like what Drake? You like what Drake did here?
And that's what I mean. Early in the morning, assholes.
So he like, all right, now I'm gonna spank you. You know, wake up. Let me come back at me with something. You know what I'm saying? It was just like a witty, a fun thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It was just fun for him. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that. By you saying that, are people taking the use of AI too serious? It sounds like
too serious. It was too serious. Cause Drake, I feel like he just. I mean, I'm gonna do this. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this and have the people talking. You know what I'm saying? Like something witty.
And it worked in that way, for sure. I mean, that
That's a free phone call.
no, he got us talking
And,
about
and he
it.
continues to. And the other thing that's interesting is in this record, he continues to poke Kendrick